This is the Real Eyes Recognize podcast.
Now your hosts, Dustin Gutkowski and UFC fighter Kevin Holland.
Dustin, what's going on, bro? You gonna be watching football this year?
I am. I'm excited.
Every blue moon or every game?
I think I'm gonna bet this year, so I'm gonna be watching every game every weekend.
So you're gonna bet with my bookie, right?
Of course, I'm gonna bet with my bookie. And I heard some exciting news.
Well, tell me about it, bro.
I think a little birdie told me that if you go to my bookie and use code REALEYES, that you get 10% cash.
Wait, so you use the code REALEYES, you get 10% cash
on your first deposit, minimum $45 to put in.
Yeah, shit. So if I got $45, I get $10 back. So really, all I need is $35. I could borrow 10 from my mom.
I'll even give you 10 to join with me.
Oh, fucking! That's a good friend.
That's it. Make sure you go to my bookie and lay down your bets this season for the NFL every week.
And don't forget, you can always use it for UFC pay-per-view events as well. All right, guys, it's Real Eyes Recognize. And this is motherfucking me episode 32. Magic Johnson, baby.
What happened to T-Rex? Did he get grounded again?
Dude, honestly, I think T-Rex didn't know whether he was supposed to be here or not.
That sounds just like the most T-Rex thing you can say. That's the most T-Rex. I miss
told him
T-Rex.
this morning, too. I go, T-Rex, pod. I told him yesterday. I go, pod tomorrow, and we're going to train after. I think I lost him with train after.
Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah.
By the way, Shaquille O'Neal was 32 as well.
Oh, I think Magic was 33.
No, he's 32. Karl Malone. O.J. Simpson. He killed that number. Yeah. Tough crowd. For T-Rex, though, I was still laughing. We're on the plane, and the lady goes, when we went to the L.A., and one of the stewardess said Terrence again, I fucking lost it. And she was like, are you Terrence? And I was like, no, funny story. Terrence McKinney? Is there a Terrence McKinney? Shout out to T-Rex.
They put that freaking crazy dude next to us.
Not for long, though.
No, we jammed him up, got him up out of there.
Yeah.
Put him next to some old person.
Funny story, since Terrence isn't here, Rex, which I want Terrence on. I was cracked up laughing at the podcast. He got grounded from going to Miami once for the podcast, and when we were on the plane with some
who the fuck grounded him?
You did. And then you called him to tell him you grounded him on the plane. And then the flight attendant comes over and she goes, is there a Terrence McKinney? We're like, who? She's like, Terrence. And she shouted it. He had to be there. But it was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good times. Shout out to Miami. That was fun.
That was good times. We need to do that again.
Honestly, bro, this past weekend, there were some UFC fights on. Fun card. Didn't start early, so I thought it was going to start. Started at a decent time. But main event, I always say his name wrong, but Gane, bro. That fool is fucking good. His striking's wonderful. And it looks like he actually went back and worked on takedown defense after fighting John Jones.
Yeah, John Jones will do that to you.
John Jones will do that to you. And the thing about it is, it's his opponent. I was really looking forward to that guy possibly fighting for a title fight because he's been on a tear. I think he was like on a 4 to 6 fight win streak coming into that fight. So Gane's back active. And the question is, who the hell should Gane fight next? Can't be no immediate title shot.
No.
So who do we want to see him go after?
Man, I think he's got to go because you already have Jones is fighting Stipe, right?
Yeah.
And then shout out to Blunt Bro. He's on the sideline. Should get an immediate title shot after. But he's going to be out for a while. I don't really know. It's a tough. I think you almost have to sit and wait.
Who, Gane?
Yeah, because is there somebody else immediately he can fight?
Tom Aspinall.
I mean, I think if you're you don't want to probably take that fight, but because that's a risky fight for you. Yeah. But I think it's the fight to make. You probably have to make that fight, and then that person gets title shot.
Yeah, it's either Tom Aspinall or the other Sergey.
Yeah.
And I honestly like to see the other Sergey more than I like to see the Tom Aspinall fight. It's like Tom Aspinall's been on a great roll, just came back off an injury. He has a fun name. One more fight, and then Tom Aspinall's there too. So it's like everybody's looking good. Everybody's looking real good.
Yeah.
But who gets a shot at John Jones after Stipe?
I think Jones retires after Stipe. I think he's kind of made it. That opens it back up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's accomplished everything. What else is there to really do?
What if Jones wins, which I think he wins. If he wins, but let's say Stipe puts on a good show. Let's say this thing doesn't get first round, it goes few rounds, or Stipe, let's just say it goes 3-4 rounds. Let's say it goes decision, but let's say it's a closer fight than you expect. Do you let Stipe fight for the title if Jones retires? Because he just lost it.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I think so. Yeah, I think if you put up a close fight against the GOAT and you don't get the job done, I think for sure, next fight up, you should be in there. Especially if you don't need a long time off. See, Stipe's problem is he always needs a long time off in between fights. And as you get older, I can understand that type of thing happens. Injuries happen. Accidents happen. Eye pokes, which took him off the game for a while.
Yeah, fuck. Back-to-back
fight with tough guys. And heavyweight's a very, very big weight class so he's taking a lot of clash with a lot of big guys. So injuries are going to happen. But, just a little bit more activity would be nice. So I think the UFC probably, or, any promotion would worry about possibly not having their champ being active enough.
Yeah.
So I could see them not giving him the title fight right after that if something like that was to happen. But, hey, if you win, ain't no question who's getting it next, right?
Yeah, then he eliminates that. Go out and win. You don't have to fucking worry about it.
But I honestly think it could be a double retirement fight. If Stipe doesn't get the job done and it's close, I mean, of course he's going to want to get out there and try it again, but he's probably extra motivated to fight John. And John's probably extra motivated to fight somebody like Stipe. After this, with all the new guys coming up, they're fun. They look good. They're doing their thing. But they're not really like that great of names. Now, if you had Tuivasa right there about to be fighting for a title fight, I think these guys would be more interested because Tuivasa has such a great name. It catapults to wonders. Don got in there because he had such a great name and a great resume. And these type of things make a difference. You got my big bro right there, Derek Lewis. If his name was right there on top of the list, you have guys sticking around because these are fun names, very, very big names. I feel what they're saying about other folks haven't made their name just yet. I mean, I know the process. I'm still trying to make mine. So it's like you have to finish making your name before you can call out a GOAT. So Stipe, John Jones, two GOATs fighting. Two GOATs might play laying it down at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, look, John Jones is levels above everyone there. Like, it is what it is. He's just that fucking dude. And that's not taking away any. It's like saying, oh, well, Jordan was better than me. Come on, man. It's kind of a given. But he said he wants to retire. I would fucking love to see. I know Derek Lewis, he had a phenomenal win last time, and it came off a couple tough losses, but I think the Derek Lewis you saw last time was the Derek Lewis that, if that Derek Lewis shows up, hey, bro, look out. Everybody in the division.
Don't get touched. Yeah.
Is he the hardest hitting guy ever in UFC? Like, really, though?
I dropped my wallet.
I think I dropped my phone.
I thought he dropped his wallet. I was about to pick it up off the ground.
Hey, I don't know what happened to your wallet. I don't know. I would love to see Derek Lewis make a title run, and plus he looks good. Looks like he's finally healthy and in shape.
Title runs are great, but I just like to see Big Bro having fun. I think he's doing good where he's at. I think he's got a nice new contract. I think that looks good for him. And ultimately, he's at that point in his career. I just want to see him having fun. Fun fights. I think the last time he was like, man, put me wherever on the card. He was like, I'm cool with being the main event of the prelims. He wanted to get in there and get out of there, go enjoy a little bit of Utah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not mad at that at all. I understand the thought process. So just to have fun. I want to see him have fun.
Yeah.
I want to see him have fun. But if those type of names were at the top, I think for sure you would see somebody like Stipe, somebody like Jones stick around. But with the new guys coming in and their problems as well, I think they let the division ride on and ride out. I think they let new guys make a name for themselves, by themselves, and see what happens.
And, like, MMA is tricky because I saw something the other day with records. And I'm like, man, records don't really matter. And they do, of course, right? Somebody's coming off too. But the difference in MMA, man, is one punch can change your whole outlook, right?
Yeah,
and so
value.
You can get knocked out. I mean, you could be winning a fight and get knocked out with a minute to go, seconds to go, and change your whole outlook. And you look at it and go, oh, this guy lost. Okay, the guy got caught, right? One time he got caught. And I think in MMA, it's different than most sports because losses, yes, they define you, but they really don't, right? You can have a great fighter that loses, goes on a bad streak, gets caught. But you're going against the best of the world, and the margin of error is so slim, unlike anything else, and that I just don't think losses matter. It's like, hey, who's fighting really great at the time? Who's injuries obviously take a play, but
I think good fights matter in MMA.
Yeah,
those fights that people remember forever. You win a fight people remember forever, and I think that catapults your name, or just being already a decent name in a fight that people remember forever. You look at Justin Gaethje; he's been in great fights people are going to remember forever. He lost to Dustin Poirier, like you said. Losses don't shape your name in MMA. You know, came back. Now he's beat Dustin Poirier. And he has a C next to his name because it's a title, BMF title. You know, and it's like, that proves your point. You know, as long as you go out there and you do your job in MMA, have fun fights, keep a good value to your name. It doesn't matter if you win or it doesn't matter if you lose. It just matters if you go out there and you put on a hell of a show and do a great fucking job. Although it's a lot better to get the dub, especially 100%. When you get win and show money. Everybody loves to get win and show money.
Show me the money on that Jerry Maguire. Speaking of that, what is your most, not for you, but for the sport, what is your most memorable fight that you've ever watched, TV, witnessed? What is your most memorable fight that you've done, or one or two?
That I watched?
Yeah, or you've just seen as a fan of the sport?
You know what? Man, my dad's gonna kill me for this. Travis Lutter, he's gonna kill me for this one. But it's always been Silva fights. You know, it's like I remember sitting on the couch watching Silva, and I ordered the fight. You know, I was at home pretty much by myself. I watched Silva throw the front kick to Vitor Belfort's chin, and I went fucking ballistic. You know, first live fight that I ever went to for especially for MMA was Anderson Silva stepping back and touching somebody who I thought was going to win the fight, and somebody till this day I think is a fantastic person, Forrest Griffin. He touched Forrest Griffin on the back step, got the TKO win. It was beautiful. So Anderson Silva for sure has always been somebody that kind of like, watching his fights. I can't say one or the other, but just watching his fights kind of, you know what I mean? Got me lit.
Yeah.
And a prime Anthony Pettis.
Yeah, dude, he's crazy. Fun. Fucking crazy.
It's just fucking lit.
Insane.
Jumping off cages and shit. Ooh. Fucking stud, bro. Shout out to Anthony Pettis. We need to get Anthony Pettis on here one day.
He was at the Jake Paul fight doing his thing, blinged out.
Yeah, and you know what? He was at I think he was at a Contender fight not too long ago or something like that. But I remember seeing him somewhere. So you might be right. I might be just getting hit in the head too much.
Yeah, he was. And shout out to AJ Bellator. Hey, bro,
AJ
he was.
McGee.
Hey, this weekend he was shined up, bro.
Yeah.
He was shined up. Shout out to him. We got to get him on. Just thinking of Bellator. But I think the first ever live fight I went to was Diaz and Conor, the second one in Vegas.
Oh shit!
And dude, it was crazy energy.
So who gets you lit? That fight gets you lit. Who gets you more lit though? Diaz or Conor?
Conor.
Damn.
Man, here's the thing about Conor is like respect. Look, respect to the Diaz is like, although like those dudes show up to fight, right? You got to give them gamer. They're just like they just show up to fight, and no matter what, anywhere. And that's the thing. I like they're in the street, and it doesn't matter. But Conor had the weight of a fucking country on his back, and this dude came from nothing. He was on welfare. His girlfriend was at the time was supporting him. He was training every day, and that vintage to me, there's always like the tale of two Conors. There was the Conor like double champ Conor, and then there was post Conor where hey, for whatever But dude, that I remember, I was staying in New York, but I remember we walked outside and these fucking hooligans shut down Vegas Strip. There was like I don't even know how 5,000 Irish people walking down the street, ole, ole, and like they were just screaming they didn't care. They literally shut it down. And then I remember we were in New York, and it was like 2 a.m. the day before the fight, and I had my headphones in, and I thought the ground was shaking. Swear, I was like, what the fuck? Like it felt like it was weird. And these Diaz fans had walked in, and they were just mouthing, trash talking, and it was all friendly. Nothing happened, but these McGregor fans, I don't know where they came from, but there was fucking thousands of them, like basically cornered them in the elevators and like stopped the elevators. But there were so many of them, it felt like the ground was shaking. And they were just screaming, ole, ole, ole. And I'm like, this dude has the entire country on his back. And I think he played the part. We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. And he embraced that pressure of an entire country.
Imagine if Ian Gary was that cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
My bad.
They were.
I was fucking clever thinking, bro. My bad. But that's good stuff. Your story's better than mine.
No, it's not. But when Anderson Silva knocked out Chris Lieben,
I gotta work on my stories.
That was fucking wild.
I gotta like put more emphasis in it. Like, yeah, I'm fucking up.
Sorry.
Who you got this weekend? Once again, shout out to my bookie. Fucking showing love. New peeps on the show. Should have been wearing a my bookie shirt. Should have been wearing a Realize Recognize shirt. We're both wearing just like dingy black shirts.
Oh, I know. Why do we look? We had same style shoes.
Fucking fly ass shirts over there. Didn't even put them on.
Guns, everything.
Shout out to the new ARs. Those are nice. Appreciate you, brother.
We got to show those. We got some custom realized ARs made, 223s. They are nice and they're looking fly. But
Drop
look,
some pictures in there, like psh, psh, psh. Make them look like Polaroids. Psh, psh, psh. I'm just fucking.
There's two things going on. We got NFL seasons on, and we're gonna get to predictions.
Okay.
And so look, I would say this: you got to go watch the NFL. The NFL's back. I know you're an Eagles fan.
I got the Eagles winning the whole thing.
The whole
way
thing.
through.
And if you're gonna bet, you should go bet to my bookie.
So don't bet with my bro on the weekends.
So the homie on the weekend, the bookie, unless he's my bookie, that's the only bookie you should be booking with is my bookie.
I can do that.
You should do that. And here's the thing: you can go use the code REALIZE and you can get 10% real cash. You got to do a minimum of $40 in, right? But you can roll it in and use REALIZE and get that. And so that's the only bookie you should use.
But my Jewish manager said 45.
Well, he shot out to Warren. 45.
Okay, well it must be 45 then. Don't trust this guy.
Well, hey, I'm bet that's why you use my bookie. I'm not my bookie, so make sure you use it. Bet in the NFL. But here we go. This weekend
use the code Realize Recognize.
Realize. Wait,
come on, bro. I thought you had this shit down pat.
I do have it. Realize. I'm saying realize, recognize.
Recognize.
Yeah. Here, you know what? I hate to say this. Here's what we got this weekend. First of all, I got Tui. I want to see a Shuey, and I got Tui. Shout out to Conor.
I got Ty Tuivasa.
Conor and Houston when Tui won. He gave. Shouldn't say this because he's only like 4 or 5 at the time, but he gave Tui the beer that did the Shuey down in Houston. Wow. Yeah, he's on TV. I started getting like, "Hey, you give a beer."
Never repeat that again.
Yeah, hey man. But it was. He took it from someone. Conor knew. Conor grabbed the beer from someone and gave it to him. I was like, "Hey, bro,
smart kid."
Yeah, it didn't cost me.
He's gonna be life of the party one day.
Hey, bro, he was dancing, doing his thing.
So you got Ty. I got Ty. I want to say this. Starts off the main card. I got Pedro. Starts off the main card. I just wanted to throw that out there. He's really fucking good. Every time I watch him fight, it's pretty phenomenal. Technique looks wonderful. I'm actually happy that this card is a week before my fight. It's good motivation to get out there and get the job done. So,
I hate to say this.
Right here.
I wish. Yeah,
I got him.
Tui.
Right here. No. I think I do got Tafa too. All right, so
I got Justin Tafa.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Tafa. I got Tyson Pedro. Who you got on that one?
I got Pedro on that one.
Okay. Well,
I got Tafa, and then I got Dos Santos on this one. I think he's gonna pull it off. I think he's gonna be upset. I'm just calling it. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go with Cape on this one. I got Ty.
And look for this one.
And I got Strickland.
I know. I hate to say this. I wish.
Don't like neither one. So.
I wish you and Sean could squash the beef. I think it'd be the ultimate come on the pod. But I would just never do that because I don't want to be locked with 2 pit bulls because I'm just letting you know I ain't breaking that shit up.
Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Like I'm not gonna go through my phone and find it. Right? But I'm gonna show you why me and Sean can never forgive each other.
I know you can't.
So my boy, shout out to Austin Powers, right? I know when I say Austin Powers, everybody thinks about the movie, right? But shout out to my boy AP.
He's got a big fight coming up too.
Yeah, he's gonna make his pro debut pretty soon. So shout out to him. But my boy AP, he's a fan of the sport. He loves this shit, right? He was a fan of Strickland at the time, right? It was just like the 2020 run. Everybody was coming back out their shell. People were making their names. He messaged Sean Strickland, said something about me on there, like, you and my boy Kev should fight. This is his response. Right?
Okay.
That's his response. So where I'm from, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't play that. So my boy says a message back joking ha, don't play like that. He's like, no, I'm serious. So then he messages me, calls me. So I hop on there. I'm like, the fuck is going on, bro? You know what I mean? Say my little words. He says his words back. So it's just no going back from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
So we've had our fair share of love here and there. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what it's always going to be. Our fair share of love.
Hey, I just said I wish it was squash. It'd be fun.
Well, it's squash. We do what fighters do. We see each other and we lock.
Yeah, that's not squash, but yeah. I think he's gonna win. And I
would love to see him win.
I don't want to pick him to win because I'm like you're with us or against us.
No, bro, I'm picking him to win.
I know, but still, I
don't like Izzy either.
Yeah, I don't like Izzy either.
I rather go for the brute American than for the guy who paints his nails.
I thought it was funny you and Strickland wear your keys the same way too. I was laughing.
He's got it from me.
Yeah, did he copy that from you?
I taught him.
He taught him that? Taught him well?
I thought that was... no lie. We're from the same area. Yeah, we're from the same area. Yeah. So it's like, but I taught him.
It's good.
Yeah.
I got Strickland. I think he gets it done. I
actually had a dream the fucker won.
Really?
It's a really weird dream.
You dreamt about Strickland?
Yeah, I dreamed about Strickland. It's fucking weird. I woke up sweating like a motherfucker. Fuck. I had to take a shower instantly. I was like, that was a filthy dream.
That was nasty.
That was
nasty. That was nasty having dreams about Sean Strickland.
Literally, I had a dream that fucking Izzy threw a strike and kind of like didn't react right when he threw it. And Strickland just didn't give a fuck and just followed up viciously. Yeah.
You just caught him.
Had a dream Strickland won.
I
woke up and instantly said rematch. So I guess fucking is what it is.
If you're gonna both bet on my bookie, I would take Strickland. I think that's a great, and I think he's like
and don't parlay it. Straight bet.
Straight bet.
Fuck it.
Straight bet. But if you were gonna parlay, I would say Strickland and Tui. That's your parlay. Those two locks, and he's like, I think he's
good parlay.
He's huge. He's a huge underdog. I think he's gonna get it done.
Good parlay. People count Tuivasa out, but you know what the thing about it is when he does go against those technical strikers, he does have more of a difficult time, right? Well, come on, Tuivasa. You can't count out Tuivasa. He's a fun guy and he hits hard.
I just wouldn't want to. I would not. The heavyweight's just different, man.
Well, it takes one strike, and Ty is the type of guy it takes one strike from. The guy standing across from him is not the type of guy it takes one strike from. So I'm gonna put my money on Ty. Heavyweights, put my money on the big hitter. That's just how I get down.
The heavyweights is different, man. Those dudes hit.
And this NFL season, of course, every fucking time not the Cowboys. Every time the Eagles play, I'm gonna put some money on them. And every time the Cowboys play, I'm gonna put some money on them to lose. So make sure you bet with my bookie. And if you're a fellow Texan out here and you go for the Cowboys, bet with my bookie. Don't bet with me on the side.
Don't bet with my bookie. Bet with my bookie.
Bet with my bookie. Don't bet with the bookie.
don't bet with them. What about?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. This is heavyweight over here. You got. Let's not get. You have a big fight coming up.
Yeah, guys. My fight's right after the pay-per-view fight, and it's like I you guys know how I get down. I really don't like talking about myself unless it's right then and there. But I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's going to be a really good one. I think Jack's going to be fun. I think I'm going to have a great time. And I really hope it goes a little bit longer than the last one, but not too much longer.
Yeah, not too much. Stresses me out.
Yeah. I'm hoping we go 14 minutes and 50 seconds.
That's too long for me, bro. I'm going to have a fucking goddamn heart attack. You're going to need to leave life alert. Phone a friend. Don't do that, please.
Just trying to get a couple gray hairs on you guys. Round one? The boys want round one, Jack, and me personally, I want a fun time in there. I want to dance with the devil a bit.
Can we meet in the middle and go like maybe under 2.5 in round 2?
It's all about how the man dances.
Stresses me out.
I got a feeling he's going to want to come forward. I got a feeling I'm going to want to come forward. So I got a feeling there'll be some clashing in the middle. We'll see how it works out.
I'm not good at those. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm terrible. I don't act right. Like like they fucking guys are like, hey, dude. Fuck no. I like ran up to they're like, sit down. Fuck you too. I'm sorry, bro. I
want to sit down and relax for this one, buddy. Bring you some popcorn and enjoy the show.
I always enjoy the show, but that's just not who I am.
I'm going to be honest with you. Just have some carne asada fries for me after this shit. That's all I'm going to want.
I got you whatever you want. Carne asada fries.
Carne asada fries and a blunt. Light guacamole, no onions, light beans. Simple as that. So just take the pico, throw it to the side. Don't need that. Light guac, light beans. Throw a little extra cheese on there. I'm going to slap it down and have plenty of sauce on the side. Did I mention to get me one of those drinks that they have? If they have 2 flavors, go ahead and get me pineapple and go ahead and get me, which one I usually do? Pineapple and cucumber. I like those two together. It sounds kind of weird, but it tastes pretty good. If you make it at home, throw a little mint in that bitch. So, sorry.
That's his Spanish, bro. Y'all didn't know?
No, my Spanish is way better than that.
What accent was that?
Huh? That's just me getting down to business. I had to tell you how my menu was going to go.
I got you, bro.
I'm fucking hungry right now. This meal prep shit ain't no joke. Shout out to Icon Mills. They've been blessing your boy all camp. I've been good to go. Shout out to Charles. He just got fucking elevated in the job position at the UFC. And he's one of the greatest dietitians I've ever worked with. He's actually the only dietitian I've ever worked with.
Still the greatest.
Don't need to work with anybody else because the man's hands down He's that guy.
You got to tune in September 16th. It's going to be a fucking absolute show.
Yeah,
we're going to be out there in full force.
It's going to be a great one. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm glad we came to the building to do it because I've been working out at nighttime. I've been getting up here at like 10 o'clock. That's like 8 o'clock in Vegas. And me and Suge been busting it out, the juggernaut. So Suge should actually be here any minute now. And we're going to fucking get in there and get another one.
Look, man, shout out to, Jack. This is a fucking risky fight for him, too. Like, coming off the performance, like, to even take this fight.
Yeah,
like, you got to give him props for taking the fight. It's not like he had a long after the fight. Obviously, we know what you do. If you wait 30 days, that's a long time.
Yeah,
so
too long.
You took too long for this one.
Yeah.
And, he took the fight. Look, September 16th, we're going to be out in full force. The Real Eyes gang, the whole crew's coming through. We get in Thursday or Friday. I don't remember. We're there. We're fucking putting it on. Look, it's going to be a fucking banger, bro.
And to be honest with you guys, like, I don't want to finish this one early because I got a feeling they wouldn't mind me fighting 3 weeks after this fight. So it's like if I did finish early, I'd fight again 3 weeks later.
But that's what you want.
I'd rather fight 6 weeks later, but I'll do 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you will. It's going to be a fucking bang. Look, I'm just telling you right now, he's going to finish in round 1. No offense, Jack. Thank you for taking the fight. He's going to finish in round 1. He's going to catch that right hand. As soon as he gets felt with that right hand, he's not going to want to do it. Kevin's going to want some fucking tacos. He's going to fucking go. He's going to fold. He's going to try to do a takedown. Kevin's going to stuff it. Bow, bow. And it's over. He's going to be out smoking weed. And that's a wrap because it's going down September 16th. Realize it's going to be in the motherfucking building. And we're going to go through and we're going to run that show, Vegas. And we might even do a show out there depending on how my man's feeling. But maybe an open workout somewhere. I don't know.
Depends how this man feels. Hey, guys, and don't forget, this is Real Eyes Recognize and bet with my motherfucking bookie.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm going to have to buy a mic after.